Hi, don't mind the hair. We are going to do some special occasion makeup for my better half and maybe give you an idea for your better half for a special occasion or just as kind of a reward. so, um, let's do makeup and I'll be back in a minute. Let me prep. Started prepping my eyes, obviously. Just some concealer on the eyes. I always let mine sit for a minute. And then we're going to go in and powder, and I'll be back in a few. Okay, so this is roughly what it's going to look like. It's obviously not finished. Obviously I have to correctly do my eyebrows and do something with the lashes since I forgot lashes. I can't find them. So what we do is for a very vibrant red, I use my Maybelline Superstay. This is number 20 as a primer over the white. Okay, so then let me do this, and you're going to do a cut crease, as you can see. It's not perfect. My lighting in here sucks, and this is not the time for a video, but I guess we're going to try to make it work. Let's see how we can make this work. So anyways, we're going to put this on the eyes. 1 second, because I have nowhere to set my phone. Let me do this, and I'll come back in a second. Okay, now that that is dry, or dry enough anyways, I go in with some red. So I just have this cheap palette. This is just from Five Below. It's nothing special. But we're going to go with this one right here, which is like your orangish red. So we're going to start with that one, and we're going to put that all over this red here. So we're going to make it a little bit more red. Unfortunately, I've got nothing to hold my phone while I do it. So I'm going to put this on top, put it on top of everything red here, and then I'll come right back because we're going to have to do this step by step. Sorry about this. All right, I just wanted to show you with the orange that I'm putting on, or the reddish orange. You could tell the difference, but it's just going to brighten up this red just a little bit more, so it's a little bit more vibrant. So we're going to do this. I just use my finger to put the base layer on because I like to really pack it on because this is still a little sticky, which is completely normal. So it'll hold this, but it'll give you a good base to be able to blend into like you see over here. So I will be back in just a moment. I just wanted to let you know what we're doing, or what I'm doing anyways. Okay, as you can see, it lightened it up pretty good. So we are at a really good red right now. You're going to have fallout, and I was going to clean it up, but I just wanted to let you know, because we're using a lot of eyeshadow, this is going to happen. So I will generally just let this go until I'm done. Like, even over here is not cleaned up, obviously. So this is what's going to happen. So you're going to have a little bit of fallout, but again, that's why I like to use my finger and really get it in there good. This is going to be a sweat-proof, almost waterproof eye routine, really, at least for this, because, I mean, I will dance and all sorts of little stuff in this makeup, and it will look just this good when I go to take a shower at night before I climb in bed. So that's why we're doing it this way. So anyway, so we got this turned into this, and then we're gonna make it look like this. Okay, so next step. 1 second. Okay, so now we're gonna go back into that same little palette, or not little, but this palette from Five Below, which is, if we can see it so you guys can have it. Okay, all right, so we're gonna go in with the top red, this one right there, see it? We're gonna go in with that one, and we're gonna go right over all of this. Try to avoid the corner. Oh, see, I missed a spot. I could see it. So we're gonna try to avoid the very inside corner. You can leave that lighter, but we're gonna go with that second red, this top red, pretty much all over the entire lid. So we're gonna be using, hold on 1 second, just this little brush, this nothing little brush. I think this is like Eco Tools. It's a double-ended brush. It's really good for packing colors. So we're going to use this right here, this little, trying to get to focus. I can't put my hand in front of it. So we're going to go with this, okay? Getting that nice red color. See how nice that red color is? And this is going to be a sweat-proof red. Sweat-proof, ladies, sweat-proof. It's good for dancers. It's good for entertainers. It's good for adult videos. This is good for everything. Nice red. Okay, now that we have that nice red, again, we got fallout. I'm not going to keep cleaning this fallout up. We're just going to leave it till I'm done because it's just taking a couple extra steps I don't have time for. So we're going to go into our second Eco Tools brush. This one is a little bit bigger, if you could tell. It's very dense. And we're going to go into, I have a Juvia palette. Unfortunately, it broke. The shimmer parts broke on my move. My box got slammed around, not my fault. But we're going to go into Juvia. This is the Berries collection, and we're going to go for this dark red one on the bottom. It's hard to, it's like a brick red. If you can go into like your Crayola box and pick out a dark red and find a dupe for this. And we're just going to put it on the outer corner like this one is. Sorry, now I got stuff all over my fingertips. But we're going to put it just on the outer corner. Again, this is very hard to tape while I'm doing it. So this video probably isn't going to get very popular because it's turning into quite a mess. But we're going to work with it and see how it goes. And once I get most of this on there, I'll come back. Okay, so clean up your edges a little bit. I just used a little bit of concealer, and I started doing my white before I even realized I wasn't filming. To get the white that's going to stay, you want to use a good waterproof, I use Tattoo Studio liner to draw your white on, and then of course you can add some shimmer on top of it. The shimmer probably won't last all night, especially in something kind of sweaty or humid condition, you know, but the white will. So the white should be pretty much touch-up free, maybe unless, you know, you're at 5 or 6 hours into your shift. So anyways, I know I haven't cleaned up my eyebrows. I'm just going through this really quick. But you just want to use the white and draw on where you want your white to be. Okay. Now, I always let mine sit so it gets a little warmer. Once it's warmer, it's easier to blend. If you go on and just straight try to blend it while it's still a little solid, it's not going to work as well. So you just want to go in like this one here, touch this up because you want this really white. See? Now, obviously, I have a lot of space between my eyebrows and my makeup line, but it's easier to blend again once it's a little warm and a little melty. So we're going to let this sit for a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to put my concealer on and possibly my foundation. So I'll be back in a minute and we can blend this white out and set this white. Okay. Maybe some of you don't do the triangle thing anymore. I do because I have a lot of redness and a lot of freckles that I'm trying to cover up. This is what I use, the eraser. Mine is 160, but I like to go white. So if you missed it somewhere else and you don't know, you know, just a line here, do under your eyes. Always lift up, always lift up. I have really good cheekbones, so I like to make sure my cheekbones are really well pronounced. And depending on what kind of top I'm wearing, I do bring my lines here and here, because then you'll go dark and dark and it'll slim your face. So we let that sit for a minute. I'm gonna put on my actual foundation and then we're gonna blend it all out. Okay, so now that we have foundation on and it's blended, I just go back into my white powder and I put some under my eyes since I'm trying to keep those light, but of course you want to drag up. When you're doing your foundation under your eyes or your concealer, you don't have to get right on top of your waterline because we're going to be adding color there anyways, since you will have sparkle fallout throughout the night. I just like to add some color underneath my eyes so that way when my sparkle does fall, it just falls on my deposited color underneath. But so we're just going to do this, and you want to go up. Also do some here on my nose, Cupid's bow, and depending on how pronounced you're trying to get your cheekbones, like me, I have very high cheekbones because of my ethnicity. So we just go up and we put some regular powder on here in a second. We'll blend all this out just like we did the foundation. So we haven't done anything with this. This is still sitting and adjusting to our body temperature. So it's fine. You don't have to worry about it right this second. Okay, I haven't blended yet, but I wanted to show you what I was using for powder. Okay, so obviously you just do that on your dark spots where you want it. You can see the difference here. So then we're just gonna blend it out with a big fluffy brush. This is my BFD, my big fluffy brush. So we're just gonna blend. Blend, 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 blend. You wanna pack it in there. Okay, first we wanna pack, because we're doing this so we can, you know, have our makeup last, right? We're not going for a light look. We're looking for something that will last. So you wanna really pat that in there while you're blending, okay? This is why I don't do my eyebrows until last, because I like to make sure I get everything really well blended, except for under my eyes. I don't put a lot of powder under my eyes because my eyes will crease the more powder. So I just take whatever residual powder is on my brush and just lightly go underneath my eyes. Okay, so now, 1 second, we're gonna blend this whiteness out. Okay, for the whiteness, because it has been sitting for a couple minutes, I like to use my fingers. You want to make sure your hands are nice and clean for this because you don't want any bleed. And you really want to take your time doing this. So I'm going to set you down here, but I'm going to look in my mirror. Yeah, unfortunately, because I put powder on this eyebrow, so I could show you an almost finished eyebrow, it is bleeding into that. So that side we're gonna have to fix. Let's do this side. So you're gonna get that nice crisp line. That will stay all night. So now you can go ahead and add a shimmer to it, which I will do in a second after I fix this. Add a shimmer, and that shimmer will stick for, at least mine does, for usually about 5 or 6 hours. I see some blending I still have to do over here. Even my eyes out a little bit. All right, let me finish these and I'll be right back. Now we're gonna overline our lips just a little bit with some nude. Not gonna go crazy because we're just trying to create a shadow. And you want to bring your smile lines out. And just do your Cupid's bow. I know it looks ridiculous, but hang tight. Now we're going to go in with the red liner. Mine is nothing special. It's just a liner. You want to cut your lips short. You don't want to take the line all the way to your smile line. Now make adjustments. I'm legally blind in my left eye, so I always have a problem lining up my right and left just because my vision is not the same as yours. So we got that right now. So now we're going to go back in with the red you used on your eyes, which if you forgot is the Maybelline Sure Stay and number 20. We call this, or I used to call it, everybody used to call it, porn star lipstick. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this lipstick. It won't budge, but you have to know the trick. The trick is to put a single layer on. Do not, I repeat, do not rub your lips together once you have this lipstick on. You need to let it dry completely before rubbing your lips. So you want to not talk, don't drink, don't hit your vape, don't do whatever you're going to do. Let it dry. Give it a solid 10 minutes before anything touches your lips. This assures that that lipstick will stay a minimum of 8 hours. And unless you're eating something super greasy and super oily, that lipstick's not going to budge. Okay, so 1 second. So just put it on your wand. Remember, same color. If you need a second layer to even the color out, do it really quickly. Oh, see, I just did it without even thinking. So mine will not last all night. But that's fine because I carry it with me to touch up anyway. So cohesive color. Obviously, I haven't finished the eyes quite yet. We haven't added glitter yet, but we're getting there. Trust the process. So I'm taking the residual color, that orange that we started off with, which is still on my brush. That's why I did not wipe this brush off. And we are just doing a little bit underneath. Because like I said, I know my sparkle will fall off. Maybe yours won't, but mine will. So I like to add a little color underneath. That's way, when my sparkle does fall off, it kind of just looks like it belongs there. And then just blend it out. So make it a little darker. We weren't wiping off our brushes, we're just blending. And if you have to blend up instead of, don't give yourself panda eyes, you want to blend up. Okay. Now we're going to add a little bit of black on a very thin brush, and we're going to add it along our lash line. I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to do that, so I don't think I need to show it. So a little bit of black on the lash line. This is what we're looking like right now. So now I'm going to go in with my bronzer and a little bit of blush. So give 1 second. Okay, so with the with my flash on while I'm filming, you can see my color a little bit better. So this is what you're looking like. This is with my flash on. It's starting to get dark outside, so I'm losing a lot of the light. So I just got my camera's, my phone's flash on. This is not any kind of face filter. This is not any kind of anything. This is just what it looks like. This is what the red is. I did add a little bit of white along my waterline. It's making my eyes seem very small, so I just like to add a little bit of white for definition. I'm going to go in with a little bit of mascara, and I'm going to finish my eyebrows, and then we're just going to add some sparkles, and we're almost done. So this is what we're looking at. All right, so give me just a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, so as mentioned, I lost my sets of eyelashes in my move and forgot to buy them. So we're doing this without lashes, but if you could imagine what this would look like with lashes, obviously it's going to look a little bit better. I just put on tons of mascara and I'm praying for the best. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our glitter now. We're going to add our glitter from about here all the way to here. We're not going to put glitter on the dark part, only on the red part. And I'm undecided if I'm going to do glitter on my lips yet. But my glitter that I use is just this. I got really lucky and found this actually in a dollar store. I know you can buy it online. I've looked it up. But obviously we've got this really cool red in here, and that's what I use. So it's really sparkly, see, and obviously well loved. Got some gorgeous sparkle to it. Okay, so just use my finger and I put on a little bit at a time. A little bit more. I'm going to do the other one. I like to do this with my fingers because I find I get a lot less immediate fallout of the glitter with my finger. Sorry, bear with me. There we go. And you could press it in a lot harder with your finger than you can a brush for maximum adhesion. God, I can't even think. I'm so tired. Okay, so we got this, right? So I think I will do the lips a little bit. So it just gives you that wet, pouty look. So there it is. There you go. That's what I got. So I hope you picked up something, and obviously you can improve in this. You really can. I know you're gonna say something about my harsh white lines. I understand that, but let me put it to you this way. When you are in a sweaty environment or a dark lit environment, this is gonna really stick out. I know it should be blended in better. I know that, but this is how I like it. And really, when your arm length away, you can't even tell. So this is me sitting in my bathroom. No face filters, no makeup filters, no glitter filters, no nothing. This is with me in my bathroom with a light and my flash from my camera. What do you think of the final result? Let me know. And thank you for taking the time to hang out with me. And I hope you picked up something. And let me know if you end up doing a video and you recreate this, stitch me. Or if you can improve on this, stitch me. I would love to learn. So if you can make it better, tell me, share with me. And again, thank you everybody for the support. And I will see you guys all later. Toodles. Okay, I wanted to show how bright this actually is. This is just natural sunlight. Don't mind my hair, I haven't curled it or done anything to it. But this is how bright it actually is. Again, the lighting in my bathroom is horrible. Since it's a brand new apartment, I don't have anything set up. So this is what it looks like. I definitely need more sparkles though. We're gonna have to put on more sparkles.